Right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on once again, would you welcome, please, into the red corner, George, Derbyshire. And would you welcome his opponent into the blue corner, Tom Nevin. This is a catchweight K1 bout over 3 two-minute rounds of action as sponsored by Campbell Nutrition. And in the red corner, representing Team Kenshiro, George, Derbyshire. And his opponent, in the blue corner, representing Ultra Cult Fitness, Tom Nevin. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Dan Movahedi.
Catchweight K1 action here at LFC. George Derbyshire from Team Kenshiro in the red corner, taking on Tom Nevin in the blue.
George coming out strong, catching that kick, nice sweeping kick there to his counterpart in Tom.
And touching the inside leg from the southpaw stance and then going upstairs. But closing in is Nevin. Nevin certainly does not want to be at kicking distance because this is the problem.
George Derbyshire showing some beautiful aerial kicks there. Came in a bit heavier for this fight, Chris, so that extra weight can contribute to that extra power in his punches and kicks.
And turning his hips over beautifully. And that leaping attack causes a lot of problems when you're at 2 steps out. On the flip side though, Tom Nevin working his way into boxing range, catching the clinch and then exiting beautifully, working the head and the body.
Nevin's got some powerful hooks, but he's throwing them from his hips, Chris. He needs to keep his hands up there. If George counters that, he's going to be in trouble.
Derbyshire, very wise to maneuver back out and fleet to the distance. You can see him push out of the clinch there. Didn't even want to think about the plum.
Nice counter left there, hand by George, straight down the pipe. Command in the center of the cage here. Hey, big head kick there from George.
Nevin certainly looking a little bit better now as this round continues. But he's got a little bit of a mouse under his right eye. Derbyshire looking to set up some kicks again for sure. The single kicks are good, but he'd be better off throwing punches before them, Dean.
If he masks his kicks with his punches, he could be very dangerous in this fight. At the moment, he's just giving his counterpart one thing to think about, which is that head kick. He needs to mix it up a little bit with his punches.
But he's got the speed to get those kicks up there quick, Dean. The power for sure. A better round for Nevin as it went on, but Derbyshire showing off some flashy stuff. The fans on their feet for round 2. The gentleman in charge, Daniel Movahidi, resumes the action. 120 more seconds. And what has been a thrilling contest.
Oh, Nevin might have a shoulder injury here. I was just about to say, his corner told him to throw those punches with more vicious power, and it seems like he could have injured his shoulder here. It would be a crying shame, because this fight has been shaping up so far.
Derbyshire looks on. Nevin, a
waved
dislocation on his right arm. That's a really unfortunate accident there. So much pain. The fighter unable to continue. Medical staff giving attention here.
It's such a crying shame when two fighters like this have come out, give it all, and they're technically brilliant, and then it happens due to an injury, the stoppage. But it happens, Chris, when you're playing with your body, the kinetic fight game, injuries can happen.
Derbyshire certainly didn't want it to end like this, but Nevin getting some attention here. What a great fight, and look for these two to meet again in LFC to continue and certainly bring a better conclusion to what was an exceptional matchup here on K1 Rules.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Lion Fighting Championships, fighter safety is paramount, and sadly Tom Nevin has sustained a dislocated shoulder. He is unable to continue. The shoulder is dislocated, so for fighter safety we have had to call this bout. So ladies and gentlemen, your winner by way of TKO in the second round is the red corner, George Derbyshire.